Hi, this is EEB Tarot, two E's and a B Tarot. I'm going to be reading for the sign of Taurus. This is a love reading. I did a pre-shuffle prior to the start of this reading, Taurus, and it's timeless. It's for your current situation, but whenever you see this, it'll apply. Taurus, maybe not this part, but the reading itself, right? But in the pre-shuffle, I was getting like a baby, like something about from my feminine Tauruses, the feminine energies, or it could be masculine too, because it could be same situation, but like your child or a child, like a new birth. And it feels like you are that bumps your positioning in terms of title or something. Like it feels like a child, your child, new child, and it in turn changed your title in some way or something. I don't know. But it also kind of feels like this like it was like a giggly energy I was getting, but not like a silly, like a like a gotta laugh to keep from crying kind of laugh, like a ain't this some shit or what the fuck, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, but still able to find the humor in it or whatever. And it felt like it was situations like, again, this is in relationships, in love, in terms of what I'm getting. It also feels like what is it like you doing like maybe over micromanaging yourself or being overly double checky or something, kind of makes something that you intended to go one way end up having the result you weren't looking for. If and it wouldn't have done that if you didn't overcheck it or something. It was like a final check made, that's where the error was. Like prior to that, it was running smoothly and then something shit. I don't know. Okay. So I'm gonna be doing a 9-card spread. The first 3 cards are gonna be for you, Taurus. Also, 2s may be significant. You may be seeing repeated 2s. I'm gonna do a 9-card spread. The first 3 are gonna be you, Taurus, and how you're showing up in love. The next 3 cards are gonna be how your person and who you're energetically connecting with in love is showing up, and 3 cards of advice. I'm going to pull clarifiers as well for the 9-card spread, but I'm going to get all 9 cards first. If I'm a little fumbly, like when I need to reshuffle the deck with how I'm shuffling, my hand is like, I think it's from like where the cards are hitting on my hand, but it may look a little fumbly. But also one of these decks, the Light Seers deck, is a little stiffer. The main deck I use is this Rider-Waite tarot deck. Okay, so Taurus. I think I'm trying to get the vibe of, do I want to? Yeah, I'm gonna use the Rider-Waite deck for the spread, and then use the Light Seers deck for the clarifiers. I think it's called Light Seers deck. Let me not say it that confidently. It's like, I don't know, Healing Light Seers. It's one of those. Like, I'm sorry, but yeah. Okay, I've pre-shuffled, so I'm gonna just pull Taurus. How is Taurus showing up in love? 3 cards for how Taurus is showing up in love right now. How is Taurus showing up in love? 2 more. 1 more. Well, Taurus, you're definitely in your reading. The first two cards are Pentacles. Okay. We got Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Can you see this? Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and Five of Cups. Like I said, we're going to get all 9 cards. So I'm going to pull for your person now. 3 cards for Taurus's person. How is Taurus's person that they're energetically connected with showing up in love? One more. Oh. One more. Okay. So for your person, Taurus, you got Page of Cups, 4 of Swords in reverse, and 5 of Pentacles. You might be seeing repeated 5s. King of Pentacles. And it came sideways, but we'll address the positioning with once we break down the spread. 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck for your person. Now we're going to get 3 cards for advice, Taurus. Also, happy birthday. And all my other videos that I've posted, I'm pretty sure I've been like, okay, we're in Aries season and we're going into Gemini season. I am so sorry, Taurus, if y'all have looked at any of the other videos and like that, like caught your attention. My brain just completely, I don't know, didn't even connect the dots. I'm not that great at remembering birthday time frames. Birthdays in general, with birthday time frames. But yeah, happy birthday, Tauruses. 3 cards for advice for Taurus for how they are showing up and connecting to the person, their person in love. One more. Thank you. 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck for advice. You got the Sun, which is major for Leo, Knight of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands. All right. So right off, Taurus, Ace of Pentacles shows that there's some sort of blessing or gift that has been given to you. Like, this is truly, like, no question about it, God-given. And you're in a place of trying to process how you're going to incorporate this blessing into your life. And it feels like even though you know that you are protected and you will be secured in your circumstances, it seems a bit disappointing to transition from the life before to the one you know. It's going to take an adjustment, but it'll be okay. I feel like you're in a place where you're trying to decide. Like you're mourning the 3 cups that were spilled, but you're trying to get yourself in a place where you can turn around and look at the 2 that are still available. And with your ultimate advice, without even addressing the who you're connected to, your ultimate advice is you're walking towards a greater, or a more fulfilling outcome, ultimately. because the Two of Cups with the Eight of Cups is the Ten of Cups. And you do have the Sun in your overall advice. That's birth, new birth, that's joy, fulfillment, protection, divine protection. It's there. And whatever details end up coming out as the reading goes on, but the overall theme and like the general vibe of this is choices, but with the knowing of protection. Okay. Your person. I'm going to get some clarifiers on you, Taurus, before I give you, I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments if it's more clear or concise if I run through each set of cards before clarifying anything, or clarify each row and then move to the next. I don't know. I'm getting a feeling like you really, I don't know, it's kind of mixed. I'll give you a overlay of your person, and then we'll do details with you. So Page of Cups, this is someone younger, and I don't know, it's almost like they aren't seeing, you know how like you realize that all the things that you had no fear of, and it's not good to embrace fear anyway, but when you're younger, you don't know what you're supposed to be afraid of, right? So it's just kind of like your ignorance. Thank you. Ignorance is bliss, right? So it seems like this person that you're connecting to, and this could be romantic, this could be familiar relationships, it's just in love, right? This could be friendships, it's just in love. I'll base it off of what I'm seeing in the cards and what I'm feeling from your energy as I'm trying to connect to it in general, Taurus, because it's a collective, so you know. But it seems like this person is like just not, like, ignorance is bliss. They're not stressing over things because it's like not enough has yet been experienced, Page of Cups. But it feels like King of Pentacles on the side, to the side, it's almost like but they're very self-assured, right? But because it's that youthful energy with the Page of Cups, with the King of Pentacles, it's like Page is making king decisions. That's why the king isn't in the upright. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like maybe you got the right idea, but it's not being actioned. The lack of worry is making them, giving them false I don't know. Just something that's like they're not yet the King of Pentacles that I think they believe themselves to be. But Four of Swords in reverse, like, that's a bit of delusion. Is not a bad thing. Like a Page of Cups it feels like with King of Pentacles energy, you know, but a king in the making, you know what I mean? And again, it's not about male or female, it's just masculine or feminine energy, whomever this applies to. But I don't know. Clarifiers will definitely give us more, but yeah. Let's see. I've already pre-shuffled, like I said, Taurus. So what is Taurus's Ace of Pentacles? And then we'll clarify each. Give me 3 cards to clarify. 1, 2 more to clarify each for Taurus. 2 more for the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. More. One more. High, can you see that? High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Swords. Oh. For the 2 of Pentacles, how fitting, the Moon in the Tower. And the 5 of Cups with the 7 of Pentacles. Hecky yeah. Taurus, you have got to see that whatever this is in terms of relationship, whatever this thing that you can't see you maybe can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Or maybe you can see the light, but you still don't see, like, it's like a gleam, like a glimmer. It's not a full blown, you know what I mean? You're working towards, you are doing your best to reflect and grow and working towards that greater understanding of how to make this, like, see the beauty in and understand. 6 of Swords with Ace of Pentacles, that is guaranteed divine protection. Okay? That is no question. God got you. God got you. And it feels like it's very much necessary with the Moon in the Tower. And again, I feel like I'm getting this giggly energy because it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, whatever this is in love, like, it got you randomly just out of nowhere standing there and just pausing and laughing. Like, no. Stop it. I don't know. The Moon is major for Pisces, but it's also ruled by Cancer. The Tower is Scorpio. And this is based on a decision that has to be made. It's some sort of balancing but let that tower fall, baby. In the Tower, right? I think it's in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it's got one person jumping out and another person falling out, right? When it comes to the Tower, which is nothing but significant change, right? And for change to be so constant, we clinch frequently when it happens. But jumping out is of course depending on circumstance, right? Because it's a collective. But when you take ownership and charge of the change, but also just understand that there's nothing that you can do about things outside of your control. And the things that you can control, is the way in which the control is being administered healthy or helpful? You know? Is it of value? High Priestess, like I said at the bottom of the deck, I told you at the start of the reading that twos may be significant. Taurus, with water here also, even though on the Two of Pentacles, there's water in the back there, and you got two water, three, Pisces, ruled by Moon, Tower, Scorpio. It's like, there's water in the Six of Cups. It feels like there's definitely a lot of emotional, there's a lot of feels happening with you. And you're trying your best to go to a place where you are approaching this from your purest sense of understanding. And it looks like the Seven of Pentacles, like, you see how it's like just kind of assessing and reflecting and seeing what you have in front of you, but understanding like he's going to continue, this figure is going to continue to plant these and nurture these pentacles and moving up towards the mountain, right? And High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, it feels like, you know what I mean? At the end of that, you do obtain, you reach it, you know what I mean? It's in your hand. King of Wands underneath that. Taurus, let's see who this person is. The Moon, this is the I don't know if it's you not knowing if you're making the right decision with this new change, like if you're approaching it the right way, or if like you're just really trying to be mindful of. Do you remember when I said like that over micromanaging yourself? Like all the rechecking and rethinking and questioning your knowing. You know what I mean? Or if you're like, oh, I don't know. How can I question my knowing if I don't know? And that's the point. If you don't know, why are you trying to force the know? Wait until you know. Or ask. You know what I mean? Like, ask. Again, you have divine protection. You are tapped in. God is listening. He listening so much so that the things, King of Wands, that need to be actioned are already actioning. You're just, you gotta just, turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit. Turn around. Turn around, look at the Two of Cups. That's what you could do. Since you want to be busy doing something, then do that. Taurus. All right. Give me 3 cards for Taurus's person and how they're showing up in love. I don't know. It was something about plants. Anyway, 3 cards for Taurus's person in love. 3 cards to clarify their person in love. Page of Cups. 4 of Swords in reverse. King of Pentacles. 3 cards. One more. Uh-oh. card for Taurus's person. How are they showing up in love? Clarify. One more card. One more for the King of Pentacles. Lovers at the bottom of the deck for your person. For the Page of Cups, you got the Ten of Swords. For the Four of Swords in reverse, you got the Emperor, the King of Pentacles. Sideways, you got the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So, did I say with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck? I don't know if I said that, but just in case. So, what this is giving me, Taurus, is that Page of Cups to the Ten of Swords, that this person is whatever immature, and when I say immaturity, it could mean like childish, but also just like that youthful, fancy-free, or more lax, flighty, delusional, whatever, like, but like overly delusional kind of thing. Like whatever energy that is has to now come to a close. Like your person, there's a growth or transitioning that has taken place, or it's understood that it's necessary. Now, again, Lovers at the bottom of the deck, it could speak of romance, but it also talks about choice. Like this is just about your person, you and your person, soulmate, and family and friendships can be soulmates as well as romantic relationships. Just somebody that you were aligned or contractually connected to walk through life in general, or portions of your life, right? But there are some aspects of the Taurus collective where their person needs to do this, that they're connecting to in love. Now, whether or not, again, they make the choice to do that, is another situation. But there is another set of Taurus where this is happening for them. And they're going from the Page of Cups to the Emperor. And maybe that's what that, with the Nine of Cups, that's what that Four of Swords in reverse is that the reason they're not in that space of worry or reflection, or you maybe having gone through certain things and knowing certain experiences, their ignorance and their lack of knowledge in those areas is empowering for them. You know, it allows them to stand in that Emperor energy and independence, Nine of Cups, and feeling fulfilled and self-assured. You know what I mean? Knight of Cups to the King of Pentacles. Again, Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. That's growth. So maybe this is a situation where they're meeting the natural, like the realistic expectations. There is growth. You know what I'm saying? Like the growth is happening. They're even though things take time, they're not standing still. It seems like this person is doing everything they can to action, moving forward and upward. It seems like you are showing up with worry and they are showing up with, I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks like blind faith. Why? Why are you going against, like, I don't know. That's what I said. This feels like you're the, when I said at the start of the reading, it feels like you're like, your title is changing or something. Like, it feels like you, whether you are a masculine or a feminine who's older and you are connecting with somebody who you're dating who's younger, and the life experiences are different, cultures are different. Because that could be it too, that the entire way that you're approaching love is not necessarily just based on age, but just how you grew up knowing life. Like, two completely different cultures. Even if you're in the same culture, like tone of the time, you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like, Taurus, there was times where you felt like you had to do all the delegating or something. But whatever this is that you've done in terms of this, like the footprints in the sand of your journey, right? Like the marks you've made, the efforts, or whatever this is, like, it's as in your intuition, as much as you are in it as you are, the energy that ultimately you projected has empowered this person you're connecting with. I don't know. The Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. This is the advice for you, Taurus, for how you and your person are showing up in love. This is speaking to welcoming the new, and the Sun, like I said, major for Leo, Knight of Pentacles, again, another Earth card, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you are definitely present in your reading, Taurus, up here, and the person you're connecting with. Something could have happened in Aries season, or this person could be in Aries. But I would definitely say, Taurus, to lead with your heart. Lead with your heart in this. Or let me not understand that this person is leading with theirs. Let me say that. This person is leading with theirs. So just, you know, and hearts are precious. And it may just, it may be with blind faith or blissful ignorance, but it's with their heart. And if you, because Knight of Cups to the King of Pentacles, like, if they see the vision, ask them. Like, ask them what they see. You know what I mean? Ask them what their intention is, because as long as that's a focus, and again, I'm not necessarily talking about fall in love with potential or whatever, but if somebody has a plan, I feel like that's not really potential anymore. Like, that's Knight of Wands. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing something about it. You've seen it in your mind, and now you've set up ways in which you can, like, it can be actioned. So the Sun, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. It feels like your advice is to allow, threes could be significant as well, allow some sort of communication, or a space where a new, like a fresh, like, you know how when it goes from wintertime or the colder times of the year, and then the weather starts to break and you open all your windows and get that new fresh air in, like allow like that new, that, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, on the tip of my tongue, but I can't really get it. Just like, I'm seeing a picture of like air coming through windows and like whooshing everything around and like filtering. Thank you. Woo! Allow it to filter through. You know what I mean? Like, get some new smells in there, some new fresh smells in there. You know what I mean? Like sensations, you know? I don't know. That's the point of the tower. Like, stop trying to rebuild the same tower. Do something different. You know what I mean? But the sun is allowing this change, this divine protected change. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Ten of Swords, right? To just allow it to create a new version of whatever this is. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. The visions that are now being solidified. And because if you coming at this with Emperor energy and not doubting yourself and really feeling fulfilled in the choices you're making, meaning the person you're connecting with, that's what you need. That's what you need. Yes, there's always time to say, okay, well, the moon card, what about this? And the tower card, oh, gotta be careful of that. Like, yeah, but like, so like, again, not in a negative way. Like, there are going to be changes constant. Like, if you stop to gaze and fall apart at every change, then, oh God, it's going to be so tiring. You still got to get up the rest of that hill and plant the rest of these. Okay, you didn't count it to 7. Now keep going, you know? Let me pull some clarifiers for, did I shuffle? The Sun, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Give me 3 cards for advice. Clarifiers for the Sun, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. 3 cards for advice. Clarifier. Three. Three cards. Uh-oh. Look, Queen of Pentacles, you see that? Birth, new. Let it come through. Queen of Pentacles. And look, to the King of Pentacles. 3 cards for advice. I think that's 3 right there. Did I pick it up upside down? Hangman, 5 of Swords, King of Cups. Yep. King of Wands. And then we already see this. I think I said King of Wands earlier. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you going from the Knight of Wands to the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Hangman and the Sun. Knight of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. I feel like the advice is like, don't, about the petty things. The petty things that like money, like your stuff, my stuff. Like, don't allow things like that to, or whatever this, prior to this newness that's come in with you in love, don't allow past, what is it, like these trauma bonded connections to things. Like, don't these monetary, these earthly symbols, and it's different for everybody. Don't automatically assume like, oh well, I don't allow, or not I don't allow, I don't feed into labels and name brand. Well, there are other earthly things that we will attach ourselves to, right? Like, you ever seen hoarders? Like, they will attach themselves to things that are off-brand and expired. You know what I mean? But they will throw a fit if you get rid of it. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, don't allow petty, and hoarders is not petty. Those are severe conditions. And if that's the case, like, again, tarot is not the place for it. Please, medical professional, seek. Yes, tarot is not it. But again, this is also a general reading for the collective. So I'm case by case. Knight of Pentacles to the Five of Swords feels like keep away from things that, you know, are just small things. You know what I mean? And if anything, pay attention to the feeling connected to the small thing, right? The King of Cups. Like, understand to the Knight of Wands, like, and don't make it, a Knight of Wands is reactionary, right? Reactive. But also not fully committed. The King of Cups is self-assured and really leading from an emotionally sound place, and is trusting their heart, right? Which is what I said with the person you're connecting with. Like, understand you don't have to lead with your heart, Taurus, but understand that that's where that person is coming from. So it seems like the advice is for that. But I see it. I ain't gonna say I said it, but I said it. You know what I mean? Hangman to the Sun. Yes, maybe there are parts of this that you're like, how did I get here? But if you really, and I feel like it's not gonna take much. Like, if you really look at it, it's like, no. I feel like this is God and divine letting you know that you see things. It's okay to see the beauty in things as they are. It's okay to welcome new life. It's okay to welcome change. And it's okay to trust your knowing. Like, if you, as you look to gain insight, don't lean into the fear. Lean into that divine knowing of protection. Lean into being connected to someone who in blind faith leads with their heart and is moving towards the King of Pentacles energy, the Emperor energy. Don't waste time in petty material, fleeting things. Instead, lead with your heart and make sure the action is directed in love. Yeah. All right, Taurus, this is your reading. If this resonates or you enjoyed the reading, please like, share, subscribe, leave comments, and let me know how it resonated. Or if there's any other topics you would like me to address, Taurus, I can also include those in the readings. There will be more. Check back. Thank you. I'm abundantly blessed and grateful. I appreciate your time if you made it to the end. But until next time, Taurus, be well and God bless.